Hello and welcome. Silrace here with Star Citizen. And it is finally here. Finally, a ship I have been waiting so patiently for quite some time. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? This is the Khartu-al. Gosh darn it. So I am all over ship design, which looks weird and strange and stuff. And no, this is right now with the latest patch. This is hangar ready. I cannot yet fly this ship. So I can only really show it in the hangar, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to talk about the Khartu-al. I'm going to, well, show it off to all of you who do not own this ship for whatever reason. And if there was one ship in this game that I should market to everybody, it is this particular thing. Because look at that, right? It isn't. I have, for a reason, a couple other ships here, so we can compare. Aegis Saber became flight ready now, and it is right here as well, a ship I own, for, well, another set of reasons entirely. Like, look at this thing. With its, well, snubbed off wings, but that was a point of another video. So, look at this thing. Like, look at the difference between this and that. So, this looks something like a jet fighter as we know it from our current world, our current era, modern technology stuff. That thing looks like it belongs in the future. Like, seriously, this thing looks like it belongs to somebody's, wild imagination of like, okay, how can we make a ship which performs its function without any real necessary, aesthetic reasons to make it in certain way? I don't know, but that's what this ship screams to me. It's an alien vessel and it really looks the part. That is what I love about it so much. Like, seriously, look at the placement of the cockpit and the guns. That is some brilliant design there, right there. It's like, I just love that stuff. Right? I mean, the landing gear, if you look at the landing gear and compare this landing gear system of how it is, how the landing gear is on this ship. Like, this looks like the kind of a, what the heck is the English word for it? The kind of a, thing you have on a motorcycle. Or a bicycle, which you have, used to keep the bicycle and motorcycles standing when you leave it parked somewhere. Yeah, that looks a bit like it, with a little more extra on it. But if we compare it to the landing gear on the Saber or the Constellation Phoenix, which is here, like, look at the Constellation Phoenix landing gear. Like, this is designed specifically for this kind of a landing system. Massive landing gear, very flat, more of water skis from, for example, current modern era planes which can land on water. Yeah, those look like it's been modeled a bit around those. And then landing gear on the Saber, same way, very reminiscent of what we have currently in our world. Very much matching with its sleek jet fighter looks, but this looks something completely different. I love it. Right, so now let's talk about the ship. Let's take a look at the cockpit and also look at all of these stuff here. So, looks wise, well, I guess you already know my opinion. I think it looks brilliant. I mean, it's not streamlined in the sense, in my honest opinion, with the way it looks, this probably should not be able to do any atmospheric landing. Simply because it's like, look at this thing. The amount of stuff it would have to go through to get through the atmosphere and to land on a planet like Earth, like our own world here, which we all live in currently. Yeah, it would probably not do very well for this ship. But other than that, like, you have the pike nose and you have the pike end, which can be a bit of an issue, me thinks, in such a way that these are obviously prominent targets for somebody to shoot at. Like, the side profile of this ship is massive, as you can see, right? It's like, it is huge side profile, and the cockpit is obviously from the side. If we compare to, like, if you look at the Saber's cockpit, it's much smaller target. However, on this one, the pilot is kind of exposed from the side. Alright, I'm okay with that. It goes with the design. But from the front and from above and below, oh my word, that is a small target. I really like that. I really do. I really do like that. So, this cockpit design reminds me of the kind of shells you have for motorcycles, actually. Like, the entire ship design kind of screams of motorcycle to me. And that is brilliant. Like, I mean, the landing gear for one, the big sides here, and this thing being the more of a reminiscent of a motorcycle seat covered with a kind of a shell. Yeah, I can absolutely see that. Very, very awesome looking ship. I love the red color scheme. The red-black has always been a nice, well-going color scheme, especially in the kind of a weird, weird sharp angles on this ship. Like, look at those hydraulics there. At least to me it looks like it's a hydraulic designed to control the angles of this whole system here. Yeah, like the absolute, like, corners. Like, look at that corner. That looks like it's very unnecessary bit here, carved in middle of the screen, you can see. But it looks awesome, and it doesn't look out of place. That's the main thing. So yeah, very, very, very awesome looking ship. And, well, of course, it is one-man fighter ship. There is a whole lot of those in the game available for people to, you know, appeal for our personal aesthetic choices, I guess. I mean, there is Saber, there is Gladius, there is, well, the different variations of the, well, Vanguard ships and so on. I like the fact that we have so much variety, but this thing really stands out from all of the rest for being its very alien design. And that's what really, really attracted me to the ship. Now let's go into the cockpit. This is obviously going to be a little bit shorter, a shorter impression video because, well, I cannot fly this ship. But did you see those stairs? Did you see those stairs? I have to show that off from third person view because bloody heck, that was awesome, wasn't it? Alright, let's dismount. We will go back in from third person view. Have a look. Look at those stairs, man. Right? Technology which has actually gone forward in time, and also there was this interesting glitch with this particular character model which I came across, so it's breaking a little bit. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. Look at those stairs, right? That is future technology. All right. Okay. Now, oh cool. The glitch also fixed itself. Fantastic stuff. Right. So if I go into third person and have a look, wow, this ship. If you look at it from the top, like I said, from the top and from front and back, it is actually kind of a smaller target, especially the cockpit area. But from side, it is obviously a massive, massive target. So much extra extensions, like all these, well, kind of spikes extending out to, you know, keep the thrusters in line and whatnot. Very, very, very awesome looking ship. Absolutely adore it. Thank you so much for designing something completely different. I am all over it. And I'm all happy how it turned out, but I did not at all waste my money on this particular purchase. Not at all. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you'll enjoy this video. This was my early impressions on Khartu-al, which is now ready in the hangar, but cannot be flown yet. So yeah, as said, thank you very much for watching.